while I'm on and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter at post masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark. Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a sharpshooter at post masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide. I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones, there's nothing inside. Will it unleash me, burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a sharpshooter at post masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask, my disguise. Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while I'm on and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter Apple's masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, what else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark. Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a shapeshifter, masquerade, heart in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide.
How has it already been 7 minutes? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was taking a shit. I want to keep it a buck with you guys. How's it going, guys? What's up, Boba Fett? Boba Det, my bad. Jimmy, I'm almost home. I'll be there soon. Man, you better not be texting and driving, man.
I can't tell you.
I've been waiting for like 2 hours and I don't know why. You're in the greatest stream of all time. You're gonna watch some quality gameplay.
There's nothing inside.
Quality commentary, especially quality gameplay. I mean, have you seen me play? I swear to God, I'm not even that bad. It's just like I'm not locked in.
For me to break, I'm a
Alright, let me launch the game.
hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw.
So I'm hoping to beat this game. I'm thinking, yo, that's actually crazy. It's gonna be 5 days already till Doom the Dark Ages come out. I thought I would have more time. How is it already? We're already almost like halfway into the month. So hopefully I can beat this game Sunday stream. I'll just play for like 5 hours straight and grind it out. I just keep getting stuck at these like story beats where it's like they have no marker. You can call me Boba Fett, don't mind. Nah, you're Boba Det, bro. You're special. Five more days. What day does that land on? Wednesday. I'm really hoping that game's good. And we left off of. We were at a shrine. I'm gonna look up what to do because I'm not gonna scrounge around and find something. You're probably supposed to read a book and figure it out, but I ain't doing all that. I'm gonna be honest. You see the GTA 6 delay? Yo, Boba, I'm not even gonna lie. When I saw that, neutral face. Neutral face. I was not surprised at all. I knew that shit was gonna happen. But that's not a bad thing though, cause and people are looking at it as it like not a bad thing, cause one, you give them more time to cook, right? And two, other games have the opportunity to win Game of the Year. Because if we're gonna be honest, GTA 6 was gonna win like no matter what. Because come on, So it's a good thing that it got delayed. And honestly, Rockstar knows what they're doing. So if it needed another year, then it probably needed another year. They could have either done that or picked the Cyberpunk route and it released like dog shit. Thank you, Josh Arias, for subscribing. The trailer was amazing. Yeah, it was really good. They said that that half the trailer was filmed in the actual game engine, which if that's true, then holy shit. Because if you look at the recommended settings for GTA 6, like the specs for it, you need, I think, minimum like 32 gigs of RAM and like a 4080, which is fucking insane. Right, let's see what we're supposed to do here. I'm gonna actually play the game. Load of the Daedra. Let's see what I'm supposed to do. Load of Daedra. And with this new trailer, there's already like thousands and thousands of videos like over analyzing the fuck out of the whole thing. I saw this post where it was talking about the beer physics and how they rippled realistically. GTA 6 graphics are insane. Crazy how people were complaining how it looked before when it wasn't finished. Yeah, I remember when the first ever trailer came out, they were saying that her skin looked plasticky and stuff, and now it's like a complete glow up. And knowing Rockstar in their past games, they've done this every time where the trailer somehow looked worse than the actual finished product. So the graphics right now, they actually feel like a next gen or like a generational leap, because I feel like graphics have kind of stagnated the past like 5 years. But this feels like the first genuine graphical leap that we've had in years. Who's fighting Cerebic? The book. Zero. I feel so bad for PC players. They will have to wait for another 2 years before it comes out on PC. Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna sell my PS5 by the time it comes out. So I'm gonna have to wait. That or just play it at my friend's house. Because as much as I do want to play the game, I don't think I'm gonna be playing so much GTA 6 that'll keep me wanting to keep my PS5. You know what I mean? Let's see. Wait till 6 a.m. Sub gang, what's up, Chris? How you doing? Cancel. Hold up. So it says wait till 6 a.m. or 8 p.m. or whatever it is correct time for the sunrise or sunset. Rockstar always pushing the bar with gaming. Yeah, and graphically, yes. I feel like they kind of are behind in like the whole game design department. If they can give you more freedom in how you tackle missions and how you do things, then I think they'll be like the undisputed gaming company of all time. Like the little bit that I played of Red Dead, which I never finished the game, which I do, but the little bit that I did play, it was very restricted in some areas, which, yeah, that doesn't take away from the core experience, but it definitely was like, I was questioning the entire time why I couldn't do this, why I couldn't do that. I deadass don't know what to do here. Wait till 6 a.m. or 8 p.m. So if they gave them a Daedra artifact, what would that be considered? I just drop all my shit on the ground and see what works. Fun fact, if you want a masterpiece, just overwork your team dev. It's always worked for Rockstar. Do they really crunch people? Or not crunch, but do they really like... I thought they were like a good company to work at. Still waiting for Rockstar to make Bully 2. Man, that shit's never happening, man. They're trying to leave that behind. I don't know if they remastered it though, quote unquote remaster, not like Oblivion, but they re-released it. All right. Daedra artifact. Sometimes, well, I mean, it's working. It it seems to be working. Is it ethical? No, but is it working? Yes. Oblivion. Crunches everyone in the video game industry. Well, I'm not sure they do that. I mean, let's look at like Team Cherry or something, like an indie game company. I don't know if they do crunching there, but I might be wrong. I feel like when it's a company that's its main like purpose is to make profit for their investors, then it's bound to happen. I kind of like the linear style for the Rockstar games. I think it makes for better stories. I like how it's a linear. Whatchamacallit? It's open world, right? And what am I trying to say here? I'm not holy shit. I'm not asking for like different dialogue options or like alternative paths. But like the ability to tackle on something differently. The way it's made is fine. I'm not asking for branching paths and shit. Because I do agree. I think the more you try to expand a game, the less detailed most of the options will be. And it's just harder to like have every single path be as detailed as the main one. Valve is game development bliss, whereas Rockstar is basically being a slave. Really, Valve seems like a bunch of like fucking non-working like backseat devs because they're so rich off Steam. I know I'm wrong, but like it does seem like paradise to work at. I think Rockstar needs competition. I just don't think it'll happen. Like, what other company could compete with Rockstar, where it's currently at? Like, you got CD Projekt Red, but they kind of fucked up with Cyberpunk with the reputation that they had. But I don't think people will ever put like Witcher 4 against GTA 6. It's just too niche. Like GTA 6 is so like broad of an audience. Like everyone wants to be playing it. This year I'm gonna be eating good, Doom the Dark Ages, Ninja Gaiden 4, KCD 2, Pirate Yakuza, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, and Parabitia. I've never heard of that one, but dude, there's so many good games this year, but you will still see people saying that it's like a bad year for gaming. I'm hoping after Doom the Dark Ages I can play Expedition 33 because that game I love turn-based and I love Persona, so I think this game will fuck hard. There's 15 Daedric quests. I generally don't know. Let's see. How to continue Blood of Daedra. They don't even do anything and still win. Valve, yeah. I'm really excited for their Deadlock game though. Because from what I've seen, it's a mix of or what if from what I've heard from what you guys told me, it kind of seems like a mix of TF2 with League of Legends. From Software could be a contender. In quality, yes, but it's all about that broad market. Like, and it's not like a diss, but GTA and Rockstar games are very much like a coworker game. It's a game genre that anyone could get into, no matter what. Or as for FromSoft, I think Elden Ring was the first ever game to really like break into the modern market or mainstream market, and it did well, but I don't think it'll ever do as good as like GTA or something like that. Like if you want to get to like a GTA level of fame, it'll never be a difficult game like FromSoft or like Dark Souls or some shit. This thing I'm scared about GTA Online 2 is money printers, I swear. Money printers, I swear. They're gonna squeeze you like a fucking sponge for your money in that thing. I know for a fact that they will. That's where they get all their money from. I tried playing GTA Online, like the first one, and I just couldn't get into it. I found a walkthrough. Let's do this. But you can obtain any. There are 15. Okay. Let's do this one. Azura. The glow dust to the statue. I don't think I have that. GTA Online is so boring on your own. Yeah, I know. I tried doing a heist and all these other things with like a bunch of random players and with one of my friends, and it just seemed so fucking grindy, and you could tell that they were just playing to you know, the whole goal of GTA Online is to get all these like vehicles and shit, but I just couldn't care about the vehicles. I just couldn't find the gameplay loop fun. It seemed grindy for the sake of being grindy and trying to get money out of you. Hear me out. Roguelike plus Souls-like, hardest game in the universe. There's probably a game out there like that. A roguelike plus Souls-like. And I'm not saying that to my previous point, I'm not saying that From Software games aren't popular, but not to the degree that GTA is. Just because of the genre. So the next FromSoft game? Yeah. Roguelike plus Souls-like. Well, is it a roguelike? I thought it was more like not like a battle royale again, like PvP, but I've seen people like fucking paragliding in and shit, fighting monsters. So where do I get the glow dust from? Oblivion glow dust. How is someone supposed to figure this shit out? And don't say the book, because no one reading that. Are will-o'-the-wisps found? Where are the I guess Night Rain, something like that. I don't know if Night Rain's gonna do good. I haven't seen a single person talk about it. I'm glad they're trying something out that's different from their norm, though. Standard will-o'-the-wisp only found in swamp terrains. So where the fuck is the swamp? Wait, I saw one near here, actually. Why does YouTube say you're playing Doom? I guess it's because of the title. They should name it Asuras Shrine instead of Azura's Shrine. That should have been such a cool reference. Reference to what? What game do you think has the best licensed soundtrack, and why is Tony Hawk's Underground? The best licensed soundtrack? I'd probably say Devil May Cry. I think they have one. I'm not sure. Because every time I hear Devil May Cry, it's like something that I would actually listen to. Nah, that's crazy. I've heard so much about Night Rain. Really? I've heard a little bit here and there, but nothing crazy. Like, I haven't heard people be super hyped about it. Okay. I might get it. Azra's Wrath. I didn't play that game. Is it the one with the guy holding the giant hand from the planet? I feel like everyone's just too excited for GTA to care about any other game. This whole punching build is not doing me good, man. Devil May Cry soundtrack isn't licensed, but it is good. What would be a licensed soundtrack then? I've done no damage to them. Oh my god. I'm gonna try this out. Don't judge. Yo, why is he... My intelligence has been damaged. How the fuck am I supposed to kill him? Me and the boy are gonna be jumping the Nameless King soon in Elden Ring. I saw that they're gonna have all the bosses from all the different games. I do want to play it. I'm just hoping that if Rachel needs to hit the gym, he really does. Holy shit. I'm just hoping that the game can survive and they don't stop updating the game. Because I can see it being repetitive. But I might be wrong. I didn't play it. I didn't play the open beta. I wanted to. I was going to sign up and then I was like a week late. Okay. Why is he regenning so fast? I just can't kill him then. I am the storm that is approaching. Is there gonna be a storm for Night Rain? Like a Fortnite storm? A licensed strategy would be Need for Speed, Tony Hawk, GTA games that use real life music. I wouldn't know. I think Cyberpunk has one. I think if Cyberpunk has licensed songs, which I think it does on the radio, then it would probably be that one. I'm not sure though. From what I've heard, the Elden Ring beta was great, but only time will tell, I guess. Yeah. Hopefully it gets talked about. Why are you punching a star? I need the dust that it gives me to progress into the story. The yellow circle is stronger than bro. Dude, I'm punching it and it like it loses a little bit of health and then it just comes back immediately. So either I need to level the fuck up or I'm doing something wrong. I probably do need to level up. I haven't slept the entire game and I have like 7 levels. Yeah, there's a storm in Night Rain. It's gonna be such an interesting game. I would have never thought of a roguelike / Souls-like. I'm not even gonna try again. There's an Anakin Skywalker reference in this area. Is it really? It would be near the lava, I'm assuming. You know what else is in the storm? What else is in the storm? I'm getting my ass beat, bro. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna level up. And lock the fuck in. We Happy Few could have been such a good game. You know what's crazy? I remember being one of the first people to even see that game when it was like, I think it was in beta or some shit, like before the story even existed. And it seemed so good and had so much potential. And it kind of reminded me of Hello Neighbor. Like Hello Neighbor had such potential. Actually, hold on. There we go. It had such potential. Like both those games. And that's the closest thing I can think of. And they somehow fucked it up. Hello Neighbor more so that they changed the entire core story and everything surrounding it to tailor towards fucking YouTubers and headcanons and shit. And We Happy Few, isn't it just a broken game? Like the game just doesn't work. And it's boring. What happened? Because it seemed so good. Virgil from Devil May Cry. Is he in the storm? Dude, I still need to play those games. They're on my list. They've been on my backlog for a solid 4 years. There's gotta be a bed around here somewhere.
Sir.
It's illegal for me to sleep in that bed? You cannot sleep in your own bed. Oh my god, bro. There we go. All I know about Hello Neighbor is the shit parody song that people play. Oh, what would that be? Okay. I did it. I probably just need to max this out. Willpower. What does willpower do? Not this. We don't need this. That seems good to me. I still have more. Bury the light deep inside. That's the song, right? I think I've heard that one. Yeah, I had a bunch of stuff that wasn't necessarily like survival mechanics and seeds, and the game would basically go to point A to point B. The DLC scrapped the concept, and they were really good. I would recommend looking into it. I think there was an idea that I had to do like a deep dive into that game. And the story of what the fuck happened. Dude, I have so many points. Holy shit. What does personality do? And why is luck locked away? The game seems to have a lot of lore though, and like what happened. Because to have such a cool concept of being drugged into this happy place, no other game has done that. Have you played the Metal Gear Solid series? I've been replaying it myself. It has broken in Q0 different ways already. I've only played 5. Once the remake comes out, I think the remake is for 1 or 2. I don't remember. I think it's 1. Once the remake comes out, I'm gonna do the whole series. I need to play Metal Gear. I've only played Rising. Dude, No one played Rising until all the memes came out. I never heard that game until YouTube started pushing that. Is it even canon? Or is it just its own thing? That's crazy how many points I had. I love the We Happy Few soundtrack. They only fumbled the gameplay. I thought they changed the entire like story around it as well. Like, they kept the core like happy thing, but they changed a lot about it. I don't know, it just seems so strange. Like, both those games were in early access, and they somehow like just, I don't know, they just didn't pull through. Rising is not canon. I'm gonna still play, I think. If I do the whole series, I think I still play it. Maybe. Let's even kill this guy now. Never mind, man. I tried. Yeah, I tried. You know what? Where is something else? And this one doesn't have a marker either. And what the fuck? Yo, what am I supposed to do in Oblivion, bro? Dude, you need to play the Poop Killer series. It's so good. What game is that? I'll Make America Great Again. The story's really good. I think I will play We Happy Few. I'll say that, but it's gonna go in my backlog for 5 years. Crap, I'm late again. Nah, you're good, James. How's it going, man? Let's see. I just need to get stronger. Or something. Or have some armor on her. Or I don't know, man. What do I need? I'm trying to play this game like Skyrim, but it's clearly not working. Leave me alone. Thoughts on Postal? I want to play Postal 2. See, I have so many references in my videos to Postal, but I haven't played the game either. I've seen gameplay of Postal 2. Postal 1, I've only seen a little bit of, but I haven't seen anything crazy. I know Postal 3 is terrible from what I've heard. And Postal 1 was banned in a lot of countries. What types of games you want to see more of? Probably more games like Balatro, honestly. Just give me more random wacky shit to play. It has 9 games in the series. The story is actually really good. Also, Queso's the newest one. What, the Poop Killer series? I've never heard of that. What type of games are you playing? Can you add mods to Postal 2? I don't think so. I don't think there's a big modding community for Postal 2. I might be wrong, though. I love Balatro. I'm gonna be honest, when I first played, the game low-key pissed me off because I didn't understand it. But then I tried replaying it like a week later, and I got hooked for fucking, like, I think like 60 hours. I'm definitely not as addicted like other people are. They're dumping thousands of hours in that game. It's definitely good though. I can see the appeal. Pip, I'm not even gonna try and say that game. It's like Deus Ex meets Stalker. The only Deus Ex game I played was, I think, Revolution. The one behind, the one before the latest one, and I really enjoyed it. You can add mods to Postal 2. Is there actually a modding community for that game? What would you even mod in? Once I go back to that other Oblivion game, I'm gonna try and find that Anakin Skywalker reference you were talking about, Boba. I don't like the name of that. What do you mean, Corpse Smasher? In the game, it's really weird. We're talking about the Postal 2 mods or what? The demo is one level that you could spend an hour just exploring for Postal 1. Very small one, but talking about modding, what's your opinion on game companies not liking monster fan games? I think they're just salty because when a game company hates on fan games that are non-profit or mods, it's purely from greed. Purely from greed. Look at Sega. Sega, as much as people shit on Sonic games and how bad they are a goated as fuck company because they hire people that make Sonic fan games. And they push people to make Sonic fan games and all these other shits. All these other projects. And when a company doesn't push it or try to take it down, it's purely from greed. Like, look at Nintendo. Nintendo has developed a bad reputation solely from the fact that they use legal powers to take these down, like non-profit fan games. Like emulation, sure, you know, that makes sense. You wouldn't want people emulating a game, whatever. But a Mario fan game that makes no money, it's just being fucking greedy. Now, do you play fighting games? I used to be a humongous Smash Ultimate player. I would go to tournaments and shit, and the closest I ever got to winning was second place. I was pretty good. I any other game besides Smash, like Brawlhalla, I just couldn't get into. Or Tekken. Sonic's new games are pretty good. I haven't played the Shadow Remaster of Generations, but from what I've heard, they definitely cooked up. Can you play the worst game I found called Dormitable on Game Jolt by Blackout? I've never heard of that. Dormitibus. Fuck Nintendo. All my homies hate Nintendo. Dude, and it sucks because they make such quality games. They're one of the few, like, last bastions of quality AAA games. And they just, they always just fuck it up with how greedy they are. I remember, it was a couple years back, they were trying to copyright strike every single fucking Nintendo video on YouTube ever for no reason. Just because they wanted money from it. It's just pathetic. Like, they already make billions and billions of dollars. And they're just trying to take the few last cents out of everyone's pockets. And again, emulation, sure, that's fine. That's completely understandable. But fan games and mods? If you're already providing the service and someone is giving it out for free, understandable. But if you're not, and you're not doing anything with it, and you're forcing people to play these games or whatever on old hardware that no one can access, then what the fuck is your problem? Who did you main in Smash? I was a Ness player. It was either Ness or Ganondorf. But for the tournament, I did Ganondorf. And it was a fucking miracle I even got as far as I did, because Ganondorf is a terrible, terrible character. Like, he himself is good, but if you play him, like, with... If you if you play against anyone that has half a brain, they could easily gimp him off any ledge. Literally just gimp Ganondorf 3 times in a row, and you're done. It's such an easy fucking fight. That's why I'm selling my Switch for a Steam Deck. It's a good play. More companies should be like Arizona T guy. Yeah, dude, that man's an actual saint. Whenever you see a lot of price increases, it's just to remain profitable. Like they could keep the prices right, but their revenue is just gonna lower. They don't want to see that number go down. Like, every company will raise prices just to keep that revenue up at that same number. They will never go down. The Arizona IC guy, he's not selling at a loss, but he's definitely, like, making less money per year. Nintendo needs more money. They're a struggling indie company. You're speaking facts, Jimmy. That's how they want you to think. That's what they want to convince people. Fuck. I was looking at chat. Boba, I blame you. Arizona T CEO is the best? Yeah. Oh my god. I'm like DSP, bro. What is the worst Smash character? My first thought was Bowser, but he's a pretty decent heavyweight. The worst? It would definitely have to be someone that is a heavyweight. If you can gimp them off, they're probably the worst. Arizona T guy such a pookie? Precisely. Boba Det, what did I do? Bro, you just existed, man. I read your text, you distracted me, man. It's all on you, man. I'm just going in circles. Where the fuck am I going? I expect a YouTube apology soon. Logan Paul style. How do I get to the main temple? Shame him, exactly. Chris gets it. Evo gonna be lit this year? Anytime I think of Evo, I think of Zero. The ex-pro Smash player. He's fucking... he's jacked now. After the pedophile allegations, he locked the fuck in. I don't even know those were true. But I see him on Instagram Reels sometimes. He does not talk about Smash at all. I don't even think he talks about Smash on his YouTube channel anymore. That man has gone all in into fitness. And he looks great. Don't get me wrong. Who the fuck is VGAT? Come on, Vegeta. Vegeta has to be the worst character in Smash? Yeah, probably. Fuck Vegeta. I don't mean that. I love Vegeta. He's my favorite character. I stopped playing Smash because of the god-awful community. Well, I wouldn't do that, because if that were true, there's so many good games that have absolutely terrible communities, like Undertale. The game is great, but holy, the people who play it, they're definitely something. Thank you, Kirito, for subscribing. I still can't believe he got away with that. Was Zero? was it true? Because I remember seeing it years back. Maybe back in, like, what, 2020, 2021? But, I mean, I just took it for face value. I didn't really question him. Like, yeah, he's a pedophile. And now he's chill. He's back on the platform. He's making gym content. Do I watch it? No. Is it interesting to see how he's doing? Yeah. He's definitely bettering himself, which is good. I think he got divorced though, or he divorced his wife. I saw one of the people comment that he got divorced. I stopped playing Smash because of the servers being so laggy. Yeah, it's fucking peer to peer. Nintendo cheaping out will never surprise me. You have to pay for online as well. It's $20 a month, I think. And they can't even give you fucking servers to play on. It's always peer-to-peer. And I don't think there is a more range-inducing thing than losing a match against a person who's super fucking laggy. Like, they're literal buns at the game, and you know you can beat them. But you're playing at a PowerPoint presentation type frame rate because of the fucking lag. No, it's not about Logan Paul. He's coming back to Japan, I think. He made a tweet about it. He said that if he was welcomed and they were chill with him being here, he would come back. One time I was just sitting and everybody just started laughing. And look, he's sitting. Like, bro, you were laughing for sitting, Boba? What'd you do, man? What'd you do? The community thing is always overblown in every game. Most of the time, it's just a small group of crazy people. Yeah. Jimmy, and you're completely right. And the same thing is happening to Invincible right now. Because there's a few select people on TikTok that are making these, like, animations where it's like Mark X fucking, what's the gay dude's name? Like, William? Yeah, William. It's like one or two people. And everyone's freaking out about it, saying that Invincible is the next Stranger Things, or Invincible is the next Undertale, or some shit like that. It is always overblown. And they gotta accept the fact that every single type of media is gonna have people like that. Every single type of media. That's just how it is. I mean, they can call them tourists all they want. It's probably true. They probably are tourists, but once they're in, man. You can't really kick them out. There's only so much gatekeeping a man can do. Unless it's COD, those guys are always miserable. Yeah, and they keep buying the same game every year, and they're surprised of why it keeps being bad. COD needs competition again, and I'm hoping this next Battlefield is the competition. I guess he missed William. Let bro ship them. Yeah, they're just. I mean, it's just like cringe animations. It's like pretty obvious. It's like a teenager, like a kid making them, but they're sending death threats and shit, saying they're ruining the fandom. Like, it's not. It's never that serious. Like, just block them or put not interested. It's just not that deep to be freaking out about this kind of shit. Just scroll, bro. Literally, just scroll. The only community that can see where it's like all quote unquote cringe is like the Dream SMP. But at the same time, they're just little kids. Hate the whole tourist thing. Like, bro, you ain't special. Yeah, that's the whole counterpoint that Synthetic Man and his like group of Goonies claim. Like tourists are ruining gaming. Like, as if they weren't tourists of the same fucking medium years ago. Like, if you're just getting introduced into gaming, there's nothing wrong with that, because everyone was introduced to gaming at one point. Being a quote-unquote tourist is just being new to the community. It's not that crazy. That stuff happens all the time in anime. That stuff happens all the time in fucking everything, dude. People want to feel unique, and once their thing that they think is unique is claimed by another person, they have a panic attack. Fuck the Dream SMP. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see why people hate Dream so much. There's probably some fucked up stuff that I don't know that he's done, but everything that I have seen, they just hate on him because of his fan base, which is something he can't control. And I don't know, they just hate on him just to hate on him. There's probably some stuff that I'm not aware of, but from my knowledge, it's just like unnecessary hate 24/7. The Sonic community has been digging itself out of his stereotype. Yeah. Well, To be fair, I've been in the Sonic community for probably like 15 years. That shit's always been weird. If y'all ever watched like Sonic Paradox on YouTube, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's not what a tourist is. A tourist is like a person who comes into a community and they try to change a bunch of shit or like spread a bunch of shit and then they leave. But that last part is never true. They usually just stay in that community because they like the medium. Like you can complain that they're ruining whatever you're a fan of, but you know, calling them a tourist, you're just doing too much. I feel like could be true though. I don't know. I would do more research. I wouldn't hate on someone just because they're getting to something that I love. Honestly, I feel like it's a good thing. Like if you're spreading the gospel, if you will, spreading the good name of the Lord, then I don't see anything that's wrong with that. Oh look, a horrific game with the scariest things known to man. I didn't look at the fandom, the chillest people in the world, and you have the chillest game known to man. And the fandom is full of creepy motherfuckers. Yeah. That's Undertale and mouthwashing. Those are my two examples for that kind of situation. Also, someone made a fucking Dream X George fanfic. Yeah. I don't care for people shipping. That's them. But like shipping real life people is kind of weird. I think any reasonable person can agree with that. I don't really care who you ship, but real life people, these are people with feelings, dreams, aspirations. And I feel like I'd be a little bit weirded out if people were shipping myself or shipping me with my friends. Are y'all running? The Dream pedo stuff was crazy. People really want him to be a pedo just to justify their hate. Like, I think the guy's cringe, but he's not that bad. Yeah, that is how I think every famous person works. People hate Mr. Beast just for the fact that he's famous. And once there's like any excuse to take him down, they will take it. It's so evil. Like you could have such a big fan base and everyone's saying they love you, but the moment they find even the smallest speck of something that is mildly bad or a rumor, they will grab it and run with it. They'll take anything. Even if it's not true, they will still take it and push it as if it was a fact. Reminds me of Jacksepticeye, ex-Markiplier. I think they stopped being friends over that, which is insane. Or they stopped collaborating. The only pure community is Little Big Planet. I've never seen anything bad from it. Dude, you just gotta dig deeper, man. You'll find a lot of bad things with anything. Also, the Steven Universe fan base sucks. Yeah. Yeah, I can't deny that. I stopped watching like up until like season 3 or some shit. It's been a hot minute since I watched Steven Universe. Night X Mr. Cigar. No, Jimmy. No. I ship myself with my girlfriend. Preach, brother. The Fear and Hunger fan base is so chill. I want to play that game, but I don't even think it's stream friendly from what I've seen. Originally, I thought it was a porn game because it had the label of a porn game. But then I dug deeper and I was like, it's just a fucked up game that people play. Half of the mouthwashing fan doesn't even know what the game is about. I'm not surprised. I played that game in one sitting in the morning with my girlfriend. The game was fire. I haven't seen anything bad from the fandom yet, but I can definitely. I wouldn't be surprised if I did. I hope when I grow my channel, it'll become too big. It just seems too much pressure. Well, that'll be inevitable. Like the more content you push out, it's just like, I mean, if you want to stay small, just push out slop. But it's like a contract you sign the moment you start YouTube. Is just accepting the fact that you will grow, and people will love your content. Or just pull what Asmongold did. That man, he made a whole other Twitch account because he was too scared to stream to like a shit ton of people. But now he's streaming to like 50K at the same time. So it doesn't really make sense. I don't know what he was doing. Mouth watching is a game about a guy named Jimmy doing nothing wrong. You gotta censor his name, Pip Pip. You gotta censor his name. Steven Universe was made for gay people, but that's just my opinion. 100%. I'm sorry, what? If you play mouth washing, you'll know what he's talking about. Game is very, very good. Persona 5 fandom is my favorite because no one has played it. Dude, it feels like it sometimes. Either that or one, they don't play the game, or two, they just love dating high schoolers. Like, that's the Persona 5 fandom. It's either pedophiles or people that haven't played the game. Or never finished it. It's usually never finished it. Where are all the people in this town? That's one. Thoughts on Thunderbolts? I still gotta watch it. Hopefully this weekend. Dragon Ball fandom is my favorite because they can't read.
By what right do
You see, you joke about that, Boba. But that shit is genuinely true, and I think that's for most manga. They just don't read. Especially like JJK fans, they just can't fucking read. So they call every move an ass pull. Is that Ninroot? I heard Ninroot. Where's it coming from? People have to cherish these small streams, maybe. I mean, I'll still read chat, even if they do get big. I doubt it, though. I don't think I'll ever be like, I show speed or some shit. To be that big, you have to cater to a very large audience of children that have nothing but free time. And start screaming a lot. I just don't think I'll ever be able to play it up that big. It just seems so tiring. Like, if I were I show speed for a day, I'd probably... I don't know, dude. It's just like, it's like so... I wouldn't say it's an act, because it probably is him. It probably is a real him. That man is hilarious. But to be able to do what he does, you gotta have so much energy 24/7. Oh, I'm gonna watch your mouth. It's because I said mouth watching instead of mouth washing. Berserk fandom is my fave. Griffith did nothing wrong. All right. Yeah, dude. Nah. I know. I figured out why people say that, because they say Griffith did nothing wrong, but they're saying because it was femto. But that's just bullshit. I understand that they're technically two different characters, but they're the same person. I don't give a fuck. They're the same person. Also, who was exposed in the Persona 5 fandom? I don't think anyone, but it's just like every person that plays Persona 5, it's just like kind of a stereotype that they're pedophiles. I love small, honest YouTubers. See, and I want to try and keep doing that. I still want to be entertaining and transparent. Because, like, as funny as I Show Speed is, he's definitely not like that off stream. He's not going to be screaming and fucking yelling 24/7 off stream. Can I not enter here? No. Griffith wanted to hurt Guts. He did not care. Let me think. I'm trying to watch my words here so I don't get demonetized. Griffith. True. Griffith did, like, everything that Griffith did was to get his kingdom. Because that's what he said. He said he didn't care. And he would do anything for it. But also was to hurt Guts. But I also think he did care about Casca, because I think the latest chapters he did. I think he wants her to be the princess. I don't remember. It's been a hot minute since I read the latest chapters. And I kind of just gave up because they were just so inconsistent. I didn't want to wait a whole month between each new one. But what he did to Casca was purely for revenge. What's your opinion on game companies really wanting hyper-realistic graphics? I prefer actual art style. I'm right next to you, Chris. Right next to you. And the obsession with hyper-realistic graphics is exactly the problem, or one of the problems in the modern gaming industry, and their overblown budgets. They're always trying to go for this like super hyper-realistic graphical fucking fidelity when it'll look like shit in 5 years. Most games that went for a hyper-realistic graphic style look like shit now, unless they remaster or remake it. But the games that keep an art style or go for a specific look still look amazing. Like Breath of the Wild, that game came out what, 8 years ago, and it still looks good. Because it's not going for a realistic art style. It's going for it's not going for graphical fidelity. It's going for a specific art style. And this focus on graphics, I'd rather them focus on gameplay first than graphics. Like, if they could put it in the budget of $1 bajillion into gameplay rather than the graphics, that's perfectly fine. If a game, if I had the option to play the funnest game in the world, but the game looks like it has PS1 graphics, I think it's fine. But I think this obsession with graphical fidelity is just to appeal to a more mainstream audience, which there's nothing wrong with. But usually, like, non-hardcore gamers are more drawn to games that look realistic. Hence why, like, GTA is so popular. Or Rockstar games are so popular. Like, the average gamers are more drawn to realistic graphics rather than a specific art style. I have a Berserk manga collection, and my little cousin opened the part where Griffith became a menace. I never saw him since. That's crazy. I have 1, 3, and 5. I'm missing 4. I know there's like 15, but those are the ones I have, the deluxe edition. The crackpot video essay I seen for Yakuza has convinced me that the fan base can't read. They probably can't. Most people lack media literacy, bro. Media literacy. I do like how these streams are feel more tight-knit. They'll probably stay the same. I do want to add a face cam eventually. I think once my new video comes out, I'm gonna make a lot of changes. Okay. Thoughts on GTA 6? It looks fucking amazing. The graphics look insane. And I'm glad that they delayed it. Not gonna lie. We got GTA 6 before GTA 6. I can't ever imagine RD2 ever looking bad, though. Even the graphics got better. Maybe. Maybe like 20 years down the line, we'll look back at it and say it looks kind of eh. I feel like it's just Rockstar has always been ahead of the game for graphics. We got Doom the Dark Ages before GTA 6. The only hyper-realistic graphic game that holds up is Half-Life 2. I don't know about that. I think aren't they remaking an RTX with like ray tracing and shit? Game optimization is dying. I mean that I think it's a combination of game optimization is not very good because of Unreal Engine 5, but also for the fact that we're progressing in hardware and people are just not keeping up. But mostly just optimization. Like Monster Hunter Wilds, the game looks good. Don't get me wrong, but it does not need that much hardware. Like just visually speaking, I've ran better games on my computer. Please let me get up. Could you imagine Half-Life 3? No. It's never happening. Maybe once Gabe Newell dies and someone else takes over, but I don't ever think Half-Life 3. I think Half-Life Alyx was Half-Life 3. I know it's not, but that's the closest we're ever gonna get. You see the reason why they won't make another Half-Life game? I think Gabe Newell just fucking hates us. At least GTA 6 is coming out. I wish I could work at Valve. I feel like everyone does. Like the ideal heaven scenario for being a game developer would be work at Valve. And the reason why it is, and I said this before, is because it's owned by an actual gamer. Once you're owned by a businessman, that is not the same as being owned by a gamer. I'm saying gamer like it's a slur. But you can see the difference in leadership. Like for Ubisoft and Valve, you can tell that which one is owned by a businessman, which is focused only on profits. If every company, even Ubisoft, as much as people shit on Ubisoft, if it was owned by a different person, not a businessman, but an actual person that understands video games and what it means as an art form, the games would be a lot better. Because it wouldn't be rushed out. It's not the devs' fault. Like, Expedition 33 was literally made by ex-Ubisoft devs during their free time. An actual passion project. Do you think GTA 6 will be on the Game Boy Color? 100%. And on PS and on PS4. 100%. Come on. If it can be on PS5, it can be on the Game Boy Color. You might have to get the backlight attachment though, to really see the graphics pop. Why does God of War Ragnarok need almost 200 gigabytes of space? Unoptimized textures, probably. Games are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I don't think it's because they actually do need that much more space. It's because it's more expensive and it's more difficult and more time consuming to actually optimize the textures. I mean, look at Call of Duty fucking Warzone. That game does not need to be as big as it is. And I'm pretty sure it's just because of unoptimized audio and textures. It just costs money to do it. Which is why they don't do it. Put every corner and you'll make it as a company. They only wanted to release a Half-Life game if it was pushing the industry in some way. That was going to turn bad once a suit gets in the chair. I don't think it'll ever get a suit in the chair, though. Gabe Newell knows, and I don't think his main, like, Valve, like, in itself already makes so much money just solely off of Steam. I don't think he would want to make more money. There's no point in making more money. He already has too much money. So he'll probably pass it on to someone that's just like him, or an employee. It would make more sense if it was an employee, like game dev, that's like truly passionate in what he does. Imagine Little Big Planet 4, another game on the list, games that will never come out. Dude, once once they completely cut him out of the whole Sony PlayStation intro, that was the hatchet. He's cooked. Sackboy's never coming back. Ooh, buy soft, yeah. They fucking love their investors. We're going to get a Sackboy Big Adventure 2 before we get LBP 4. Yeah. And no one will play Big Adventure. Big Adventure was like the Pikmin 4 of Little Big Planet. It was to show or try and prove that people were still interested in the series. And I'm pretty sure it failed. I didn't buy it. There's no reason to buy it. It's not Little Big Planet. It's like expecting Pikmin 4 to sell as well, but you're marketing it as a fucking MOBA. I don't think I'm going the right way. Yeah, I'm going down. Will you play Silkstalk when it comes out? Yeah. I've beaten Hollow Knight twice, but I've never gotten the best ending, which I want to. It's just it takes a lot of fucking work to get the best ending. I think it's so funny the way they revealed that Silksong was coming out this year was a very small snippet of the Nintendo Switch Direct. Because I don't think Nintendo understands how big of a fan base Hollow Knight has. They've just been getting more. I mean, nah, not true. Nintendo's always been kind of out of touch. They think videos on their products is copyright. It's just owned by a lot of fucking old people that don't understand how internet works. I hate Sony killed my Sackboy. Yeah, he's never coming back. Why didn't you like Pikmin 4? I think Ochi kind of ruined the gameplay loop. Ochi made the game way too easy. And I liked Ochi, but then when you try to play like Pikmin 2, 3, and 1, and how different the game was, the Pikmin 4 basically plays itself. With Ochi and the auto aim, like half the difficulty from Pikmin came from aiming and trying to strategize. There's no strategizing in Pikmin 4. You just hold down the Y button and you charge with Ochi. And I really wanted to like Pikmin 4. Like, at the beginning of the game, I fucking loved it. And then I played more and more and more. And then I realized, like, oh, I don't even need to like, do all this. God damn. What can I eat? I have all these fucking potions of weakness, but not a single healing potion. At least he still gets merchandise on the big 2025. Does he really? I'd rather Little Big Planet stay dead than what happened to God of War, or rather God of War, or God of War. You didn't like the new God of War? That's not a crazy take. A lot of people didn't like the new God of War. Because they see it as more like it got Sony-fied, as in it became a movie game. A lot of Sony games, I can admit, they're kind of like movie games. One time I was just laughing at a joke and everybody in the class just said, I know you're not laughing. Like, bro, why are you jumping like a... What? Bro, but this is the second time. Why are you getting bullied so much, man? What'd you do? Damn, Pip, why didn't you like the new God of War? It's probably because of the Sonyfication. A lot of people love the original God of War, and it's just not the same. I have so much rage inside me. I'm going to turn Super Saiyan. Oh, we'll see. Let's see it, Boba. So is it just boring for you? I love the new Pikmin types. I love the world. They really cooked up with how the world was. I kind of actually, I don't like the world as much as I like 2 and 3, because the atmosphere completely changed. Because in Pikmin 1, 2, and 3, you kind of think that the humans are dead because they're leaving all this stuff behind, all this treasure. And then in Pikmin 3, it's like a brand new house, but not a single person's in it. And it completely changed the atmosphere of the game, which I did not like. But yeah, it's just boring. It's just a game not for me, I guess. They really tailored it towards more kids and more of a mainstream audience. Please, bro. God of War Ragnarok is like a movie. That's why it feels wrong to die. Yeah, that's the complaint I've been seeing a lot. Boba, you gotta stick up for yourself, bro. Yeah, say something, Boba. New God of War to me has some of the best storytelling in gaming for me, but fair, people don't like it. Yeah, it's really good in that department, but when you play both of the series, like back to back, it takes a backseat for gameplay. The gameplay isn't bad, but it's just completely different. It's a different genre. How am I over encumbered, bro? I have like 4,000 strength. What are we complaining about? Drop. Nope. How do I drop? Ah. God of War Ragnarok is overhated. Is it really? I feel like people were glazing that game. Favorite Synthetic Man meme or moment? Probably him complaining about race mixing in Fallout. That shit genuinely had my jaw on the floor. And I didn't know a lot of people felt that way. They genuinely hate race mixing. And as funny as it is, it does make me hate him. Because it is like he gets no bitches. So why are you telling people to not mix? It just makes no sense. Like the whole point of like saying never mix is like you want to keep the white women or the white men in your circle, but you don't even interact with your circle. So what the fuck is the point of saying that? Like you're being racist for the sake of being racist. At least be racist for a reason, man. Now there's no valid reason to be racist, but like damn. Like what the fuck are you even saying with that? Also, I'm like the only anime fan in class. That's probably why all middle schoolers are so racist. Goddamn. They drop a sentence for no reason. They just say they... Yeah. That's every white boy in every high school / middle school. Boba's gonna have a villain backstory. Boba dad, pray for you, man. Sounds like you're going through hell. Hey, that's part of the character development, though. In middle school, the whole point in middle school is to get bullied. I don't get why people hate race mixing. Me neither. My girlfriend's white. I'm black. They would hate to see us. They would hate to see us. But it's not like they would talk to her anyway. So like I don't get what the whole. What are you salty about? Genuinely. Night, you better not be race mixing. You don't want to be on Synth's bad side. Dude, if you go on my latest video, there's like 3 or 4 comments where it's like, rise up Synth cells. And it makes me cringe so bad. And I know cringe is kind of a dead word. It's been dead since 2020, but... Imagine being the person, like, on their phone, on their computer, fucking beer belly in hand, commenting that shit. Like, what are you doing with your life, bro? Leave me and my girl. What do you mean stop race mixing? Like, there's a whole theory that's like the great replacement where they're getting like all the white people are gonna die. It's such a nothing burger issue. They're the sole reason why we're never gonna reach the stars. Like we were born to inherit the stars. Just not like, have you ever heard that saying? It's just not fucking true. We're never going to because we're just so obsessed with this culture war bullshit. Can I sell my stuff? There are some people like Synthetic Man, Indie Minion, and honestly Brutal that hate God of War Ragnarok for the dumbest reasons. Is usually the criticism is that it doesn't feel like the original God of War, or they made Kratos too soft, which is completely stupid.
Sure.
Because he's a father now. He has, you know, he's gonna have whatchamacallit. He's gonna change. He's gonna develop, right? If you have no character development, that is just a one-dimensional character. Like no shit, he's changed. Bruma, Castle Bruma, Bruma Northgate. Is this the inn? Sin probably, oh my god, he's black. Add that to the woke game meter. See, you're joking, buddy, but he's done that. He's done that for the Game Awards.
By the divines. This person's dead.
What? Where can I sell stuff? I know Ongar lets you sell stuff, but it's usually I saw your tweet of the comment complaining that you are white, had me dying. Bro, I know I sound white, right? But the more we perpetuate this kind of fucking stereotype where every black person sounds black and every white person sounds white, in that perpetuating stereotype is usually black people. Like, this whole, like they complain about that saying being racist, but they're the ones that perpetuate it as well. Everyone does. Everyone perpetuates it. Like, you don't sound black. What do you want me to sound like? How many more ebonics do you want me to say? The stream is lagging? Yeah. My internet is taking a hit right now. I don't know why. I have to go because I have dumb tests to take. Alright, good luck, James. Better get straight A's, bro. Great background noise to animate to. Are you an animator? I don't think I could ever animate or draw. And that's why I value artists so much. Because it's something that I know for a fact I'll never be able to do. Like, I know, like, if I practice enough, I'll be able to learn, but I just don't have the patience to do it. I just don't have the passion to do it either. I just can't express myself in that way. Metal Gear Solid 3 ending broke me. Don't spoil it. I do still want to play the games. I'm a very mid animator. Don't say that.
Can we get on with this?
You probably say that, but you're like in the top 1% of animators. That shit's hard to do. So hard to do.
Oh. What do you...
Hold on. Barter.
You got some hot property?
Yes, I do.
I think I can... You've made it. I think I can move this item for you at that price. Got anything else?
Sam's gonna look back at his life. I think about all the shit that he said and done and think he's right. Yeah, and he'll probably die alone. Which I feel bad for saying. No, I don't. But he's not gonna ever realize like anything that he's did is right or wrong.
Transaction.
Because once you're in that rabbit hole, you genuinely just cannot drag yourself out.
I'm glad that's done. I needed
A canon event for me, and I think a lot of men, is that they went down like the alt-right pipeline like at like 14 years old, which is a very dangerous, slippery slope, right? And I thankfully got out of it, but a lot of people do not, and they never grow out of it, and they just, it's impossible, because once they're in deep, you can never, ever change their mind until they meet new people, and that in itself is impossible for them to do. Which MGS games have you played? Oh, I've only played 5. And even then, it's been like a hot minute since I played it. I remember, like the first half, and the second half's kind of a blur to me. One time a black YouTuber was talking about One Piece, and he got match ported because he said the N-word and sounded white. I'm not even surprised. I'm not surprised at all. That probably happened to me. I've been called, I think, white twice in my comment section in my latest video. One person got mad at my Kyle joke, where I said it was 3 disabilities, because they thought I was white. Which, if I was white, I wouldn't be saying that. It's a fucking joke. I'm going to uni for the art. Gonna make some crazy night fan art. I swear. I'm trying to learn animation. I want to animate Dragon Ball Super when they decide to make the Moro arc. Let's hope it's still going by then. But by the time you graduate and you animate, it'll be like a solid, what, like 7 years? There'll probably still be Dragon Ball content. I don't know, there's like I see a lot of animations, and there's like these amazing, like what do you call them? Animatics or storyboards or whatever for anime, and it's all one person. I think it's storyboarding, but basically the whole thing's done. You just gotta, you know, put the final touches on it, and it's fucking crazy how one person can do all of that. And it sucks how underpaid they are. Any type of art is gonna be underpaid, which sucks. And everyone says like an art degree is useless and all this kind of stuff, and going to university for art is useless. It's just salty people. Like, will you be making bajillion dollars? No. But not everyone wants to have like a life full of fucking monetary value. I think a lot of people just get obsessed with money, especially little kids. Ever since Andrew Tate, that man has done irreversible damage. Everyone wants to be a fucking millionaire. But the fact is, not everyone can be a millionaire.
How are you?
And not everyone wants to be a millionaire.
Hello there.
I'm probably going to be 30 years old when they decide to animate the Moro thing. Probably. I'm sad how animation has died a bit on YouTube. I'm nowhere near as big. It is nowhere near as big as it was in 2000. Yeah. 100%. It's kind of been taken over by story animators like Jaden Animations, Odd Ones Out. Those are like the 2 main I can think of. The pioneers, if you will.
The guild is always accepting new members. You seem capable enough. Are
They
you
kind of have like
sure you want to join?
a Mr. Beast effect on the animation community, if you will. Which isn't a bad thing.
I see. The guild.
I'm
I
not
see.
interested.
Take care.
It's not a bad thing, but they definitely changed the landscape. And it's still very fruitful. If you want to be a story animator on YouTube,
Today, I'm
people
told
would 100% watch you.
Herald to Countess Narina Carvane here in Bruma. She requests your company at your earliest convenience.
Discord community server when? Soon. My next video, I'm going to release it. My next video, I'm gonna release a bunch of stuff, and hopefully it all works out. Just got walked in on. Let's see. I played almost all canon MGS games in chronological order, but just couldn't beat MGS 5 when I got to it. The repetitive open world lack of story were just too boring for me. You know, that's completely fair because I know a lot of people that were humongous fans of Metal Gear Solid, and the moment that 5 came out, they just couldn't fuck with it.
To her in person.
They changed from like linear to
present you with this stipend as a
more
taste
open.
of things to come. My lady holds court from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening each day. That would be the best time to
Metal
see.
Gear Solid 5 is finished, and I stand by that. MGS 5 was the complete opposite to all previous games, which were very linear story focused. I think this plague of open world games is definitely going to be it kind of is like the Marvel effect, if you will. And but what I mean by that is that Marvel's obsessed with multiverse, like the multiverse virus. That's kind of what the gaming industry is going through. They're going through a open world virus, which is not inherently a bad thing.
If you wish to seek audience with her,
but there's a lot of open world games that just shouldn't be open world. Like I'm really hoping the next Mario game is not open world and just keep it how Mario Odyssey was, or Mario 64, where it's like semi-open world. Mr. Cigar Discord admin, he's gonna groom people in the server. The server is already finished. And Mr. Cigar is in the server. I'm just waiting for the next video to come out. Then I can release the Discord server, which I don't know when the next video will come out, because there's a whole new format that I want to do, and I'm learning everything and relearning everything. Hopefully it'll come out within this month, which is why I'm doing these streams, just to have something like fluff in between. Because if I completely just like fucking go dark, it'll just, you know, I'll lose my momentum. It is a finished game and speak. I do wanna replay 5. Once the remake comes out, I'll play all the games and I'll replay 5. Do a whole marathon. Ground Zeroes was good to was good though. Was it? I thought Ground Zeroes was just a demo of 5. Yippee, yeah. I think you'll like the Discord server. There's a lot of stuff in it. Wait, what have we done so far in the stream of Oblivion? Hey, I've actually been doing some good stuff. I've gotten like 3 Oblivion gates. Is this one taken down? And does it appear on the map? Yes, it does. Okay. How do I know if it's taken down? Let's go here. Knight, what do you bench? Flat bench, I think 275. But I don't know if that's my max, because I rep 225 6 times. So I think my max could probably be like 300 plus, around there. Could be 300. I used to rep out 200 plus for incline bench. But it's been a hot minute since I've done that. $100 kg, man. I wish I knew kg. I'm American, man. I don't know Celsius or kg. Will you go to find the Anakin Skywalker reference? Yeah. I don't think it's this gate, but the one next to the Azura's thingamajiggy, yeah. Just remind me to. Ground Zeroes was not a demo, more like a prologue, but at the same time it was more packed with content despite its extremely short playtime. Yeah, I think it's, what, 4 hours? I knew you weren't a gamer. You don't fact mat at all. No, I do. I do fat max. Me and Mr. Cigar, we only fat max. See, I bench 300 pounds, but in reality, I weigh 600. $100 kgs by 220 pounds. See, I used to be able to calculate Celsius Celsius into Fahrenheit. But the method that I use is like rarely never accurate. So I just kind of gave up. I just used Google. Same with kg. Did that plane just attack me? What the fuck? Trying to get the boogie build? Bro. That's low-key what Mr. Cigar looked like. Boogie has lost weight, I think. Yo, Boogie... Boogie during his Mountain Dew arc and when he wasn't a loser liar, that man was big. The ground shook when he walked. He was fucking massive. I know there's a stereotype where a fat person, once they lose weight, they become evil. I generally think that's true. Solely from the fact of how Boogie is. He was like the golden child of YouTube, and then he lost weight, and he became this like fucking devil. Did you see the Grok AI crash out? No, but I saw the Grok AI refusing to be biased towards right-leaning views, which I thought was kind of funny, which might be false. You know, I did not fact check that shit, but I thought I got a good giggle out of me. You know what else is massive? Not the low taper fade. That shit's gone now. Boogie is like Sin, they can't look past themselves. Well, Boogie can't look past himself because he's fucking morbidly a beast. Synth can't look past himself because he's just fucking stupid. But I can see Synth, like, if Synth were to eat more, because I'm pretty sure his mom, he doesn't like make food unless his mom makes it, which is not even like a diss. This is just genuinely true. If he were to actually cook his own food and buy his own food and all this kind of stuff, he'd be right next to Boogie. How do you like Oblivion so far, by the way? I haven't been able to like truly immerse myself, but I can definitely see the appeal. I also think I would be having more fun if I could use weapons, but I'm doing just a fist only run. Low taper fade? Nah. No low taper fade. If it does come back, I'll get a low taper fade. I call it Knife from Hammerfell because it rhymes with Grug. Dude, I want to rewatch the Croods movies now because I know it's making a massive resurgence on social media. And it's kind of having the Megamind effect where when it first initially released, no one kind of liked it. Because Megamind was the same way. Megamind, it was alright, you know? But now that the years has passed and everyone has grown up and there's people making reviews on it again, it's kind of had the same effect. Still kind of crazy that it survived a year. I think it survived 1 or 2 years. Anakin Skywalker reference, just a reminder. I don't think it's this Oblivion gate though. It's the one next to this one. This is the Oblivion gate right here, I think. This one or this one? One of those two. I was around here. But I'm at this one. Synth needs to hit his gym mark and go on a bulk. I don't think he ever will because he thinks he's kind of jacked right now. He flexes his muscles like he has any. He's beyond saving. He's in his he's very much delusional. Grug beats Viltrumine with ease. I see it. Someone needs to scale Grug. He's probably planetary. How can I get there? Do I have to go all the way around? Main. Nah, Megamind was always peak. No one just saw it. Yeah, no, I'm not saying it wasn't peak. It's just when it first came out initially, no one really was what do you call it? They were lukewarm to it, if you will. And then when time passed, people started to see the value in it. Which is the same effect with Cruz, I think. No way he thinks he's built. Tell me it ain't true. I think I include a clip, but he doesn't say it. There's just a clip where he's flexing. In that a clip where he is flexing, he's saying that he has some muscle. I hope he does get help. Because he's not happy. Like, as much money as he is making from grifting, he's just not happy. And you can tell. Like, who would be? If you're constantly making content like that, and that is your mindset with everything in life, then no shit, you're not gonna be happy. Like, no girl, no friends. Says the online ones. He doesn't really go out. I think he talked to a therapist, and his therapist literally told him to go outside more. But it's just too hard for him. But when it comes to stuff like that, like, I used to suffer from severe social anxiety. You really just gotta force yourself. It's just exposure therapy. You just gotta make yourself uncomfortable. How the fuck do I get there? Is there also a bridge? One time I was sitting and three classmates walked to me and started doing the cringiest stuff known to man, like saying Portal Open or saying Bakugan over and over again just because I'm an anime fan. What kind of fucking school do you go to where everyone's bullying you? Also, Bakugan's an incredible pull. That's a good game. Not good game, good show. I think I still have some of my Bakugan. I beat one of them to a bloody pulp. I'll take my revenge. God damn. Making hands-to-hand build is what every Oblivion player is tempted to do and what every player eventually regrets. Yeah. If that's true, then I'm one of them. Like, I'm seeing all these cool-ass weapons that I'm getting from the Oblivion gates, and I just sell them off. The novelty kind of wore off after the first hour. I love Megamind, Sam. It's so unique. No other movie has really done the same or similar plot to it. I don't know how you can fix someone like Synth. He doesn't want to meet people. That's the problem, because even when I think he quit going to a therapist, but even when he did, the therapist would tell him what to do and what changes to make, and he just wouldn't do them because it makes him uncomfortable. Now, would he change to, like, I don't think he would change if he went outside more. Maybe he would if he met more people. But he would still keep making the same content. Because why not? He makes money off of it. And once you're successful on YouTube, like, why even change what your content is? You just make a front like Synthetic Man does. And, keep pumping out content and pretend that you think like that still. I'm Lithuanian. I'm pretty sure I'm the only anime fan in the entire country. Lithuania, that is that country is far away. God, what time is it over there? Like, I'm socially awkward, but I'm trying to fix at least going to uni this year and trying to meet people like that. Yeah, that's good. The more you force yourself into these uncomfortable situations, the better you will get. I was a fat, socially awkward loser my sophomore year of high school. And the way I got out of that was, one, working out. But that didn't really fix my social anxiety, obviously. Because I don't know why people would think that. I don't know how pushing weights would make you want to talk to people more. But also working a job where I was constantly talking to people, constantly outside. And that job, I wouldn't say saved my life, but it did definitely change my life and made it better in almost every degree. The moment you can learn social skills is the moment your life is changed, because your whole life is just networking. Where the fuck is the door? Almost most of my classmates hate anime because not even Dragon Ball could change their opinion. Is Dragon Ball and... Oh, shit. Is anime just a hated thing in the... I was about to say the Balkans. That's not the Balkans. Is it the Baltic states? States? Bro. You can still start using weapons. You'll get more damage than hand-to-hand, and if the weapon skills aren't major and minor, leveling them won't even contribute to your character level. Hey, I live in Lithuania too. Am I just popular in Lithuania? No Way Knight went to the David Goggins route. The Baltic Sisters. Oh, I wouldn't say David Goggins. David Goggins, I think, kind of perpetuates this kind of like toxic masculinity in a way. Like he like if you're not running 24 miles per hour, then you're a fucking failure. And it kind of gives us this attitude that if you're not doing the same thing, then you're a failure of a man. I wouldn't say he's a bad person to look up to, but a lot of people that do look up to him like slip into this route of narcissism. I'm in my loser arc, but that's gonna change. Ain't never gonna give up. I'm gonna be a synth. No, don't be a synth, so bro. You're not a loser, Jamie. I only called myself a loser just to push a point. Some people just don't like talking, and that's perfectly fine. And you gotta be careful about that as well, because if you don't talk to other people, especially at a workplace, they always, and it's such a weird thing. I never saw this as a negative thing. Like when someone didn't talk to me at work, I wouldn't take it to heart or personally. They just don't like talking. That's fine. But apparently, and I didn't figure this out until like last year or 2 years ago. If you don't talk to people, if you don't say hi, like, and even if it's not from like a place of malice, just because you don't like talking to people, they will take it personally and think that you're ignoring them or you're weird. And it's such a like unhealthy fucking mindset that a lot of people have, that if you don't talk to them, then you're just ignoring them or you're just a bad person. It's such a strange thing because it was okay. So it was like me if, for example, me and this other person, we were talking, and then, you know, this other person passed by. This is when I worked at a warehouse. And they just started talking shit about them to me. And the only thing they said was like, oh, they're weird because they're quiet. That's not exactly what she said. But she thought he was weird because he just never talked. Why? Just let the man work. Let the man carry on with his life. And he was a really sweet dude, too. You just have to say hi to him first. He just doesn't like talking to people. And it's such a foreign concept to so many people. It's just an obsession. I think it's just like an ego thing where you just take everything personally. For no reason. I'm a UK viewer. Is the UK as bad as everyone says? Like, is there really like a stabbing like every minute? Because every time I hear about the UK, it's always like something negative and how the country's going to shit. But isn't that just every country? My country low-key going to shit. That's not even crazy to say. We're all losers in a way. It's not a bad thing. Yeah. Per speaking facts. I'm pretty sure that only my classmates hate anime because nobody really knows about anime in Lithuania. Well, at least that's my opinion because I haven't met any other anime fans. Yeah, and once it's like something that's not the usual or the norm, people will bully you no matter what. If you're not the same as them, or have the same interests, especially when you're younger, it's just like an easy bullying point. People grow out of that, usually, but it's just very common when you're younger. You just can't be different, and if you are, then they'll just harass you. But don't change. Unless it's a positive change, but don't change. Because I lost a couple of friends from trying to be more popular. They completely changed their whole personality, and you can't even recognize them. And it fucking sucks. People can't understand that some people already got a social circle, but outside of work, or just don't like talking that much. Yeah. I think you should always talk to people. Just to, you know. Social skills is literally in the name. It's a skill. And if you stop practicing it, then you will lose that said skill. Which is why you should always practice. But the attempt to like make friends or try and hang out outside of work, I don't know. It depends on what kind of environment you are. Because I've met some really good coworkers that I would love to spend time with outside of work. But solely just from the fact that they are friends from proximity, I don't want to hang out with them, if that makes sense. Really shiny SpongeBob, that's fine. My name. Are you making a reference to horrible histories? What? I have no idea what that is.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Where's the beds at? There we go. So much so that they restored the English monarchy. The first thing I thought of was the Pope when I read that. I hope you guys know that every American, not every American, but a lot of the Americans are are glazing themselves with the fact that the newest pope is American. They have an ego boner right now for that. I think I'm putting in the right points. Is luck OP or no? God damn. 4 points. I'm assuming yes.
Sir.
Horrible Histories is a CBBC show that makes parody songs about English history and the world's history. I haven't seen it. I need to check it out. When I get a thank you for censoring that, bro. Jimmy, thank you. Whew. If I read the JOB word, instant seizure. Instant seizure. I just hope the coworkers are my age. I don't mind talking to people older than me, but I just want to meet people in my generation. And I completely agree with you, because I cannot talk to people who are older than me for shit. Like, if it's someone that is like a whole generation above me, I can't talk to them. We have nothing in common, and it just feels awkward. Like, if it's Unk, if it's like 2 generations above me, sure. Unk be teaching me a lot of stuff. Like, it's just like different. It's like talking to a person from a completely different planet. When it's people your age, you can make any reference and they'll catch it. You try to talk to people like millennials or like a Gen fucking X or Boomer, it's so hard. Because all they talk about is fucking work or YouTube shorts. Or mowing the yard. I always thought the NPC conversations in like movies and stuff were fake, but it's real. Because I overheard a conversation between these 2 middle-aged men saying they're excited to mow their lawn. I'm like, there's no fucking way. It's terrifying to me because I don't want to be talking about mowing my lawn as a middle-aged man. I don't want to be. If my life is so boring that the most exciting thing that I'm looking forward to is mowing my lawn.
This is a holdup. Hand it over or die.
I'm getting mugged. Hold up.
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Notice how he's doing one. Yo, I feel like Kirito from that one scene. He's doing 1 damage per swing. Give me that. Oh, and a lockpick, bro. I needed that. Wait. Armor breaks in this game? Are you fucking serious? Oh, hell no. I feel like every generation has been called lazy at one point. Oh, yeah. We're you know, as self-aware as we think we are, Gen Z is 100% going to be the next boomers. They're already doing it. They're already making fun of, like, Gen Alpha and shit. Like, oh, this is not funny. Oh, we got to work so much harder. Like, they're slowly going to that slope. And it's like, for being one of the most self-aware generations, they are lacking an incredible amount of self-awareness. And I'm watching this happen, and it's just like so cringe. Because we're supposed to be different, you know? And you're over here saying Gen Alpha is not funny because they're laughing at Skibidi Toilet, as if we didn't laugh at fucking MLG memes and Dank Thomas the Tank Engine. What are we doing? It's crazy because, like, what are you meant to talk about? Bro, you older people are aliens to me? Yeah. You gotta just talk about mowing your lawn. No joke. That is their life. Hello, Mace. Are you gonna cut the lawn or are you gonna do Huawei or something? And It's not even like an exaggeration either. It is. They talk about the most mundane stuff, and as much as I do make fun of them, I might, or we might, turn out the same way in like 20, 30 years. The most exciting thing is talking about your wife or mowing your lawn. Which I don't want to be like that, and hopefully I won't be like that, but there's just some things you can't control. Please let me jump up. Please. Please. Let me on. You didn't notice before? Do you have repair hammers? Probably not. That's alchemy. I don't think so. I hope it's not like Breath of the Wild where it breaks super fucking easily. So many weak potions. Oh, I do have some healing potions. Just one, though. I was 2 months off of being a Gen Z, and I'm still being a Gen Alpha. That's okay, man. That's A-okay. Depending on who you ask, you might be a Gen Z. I don't know what the actual solidified years would be. Well, wait till you get into weed whacking. Exciting! But does people in your class watch Sigma edits? They probably do. I pray that I still understand new memes when I'm 35. You won't. If you didn't find Skibbity Toilet funny, then you won't. I'm already into power washing. Am I cooked? Yeah. There's a power washing video game you could play. I always make fun of like video games where it's farming or power washing or cleaning. Cause it's like the most mundane tasks made into video games. And I always wonder if there's an actual market for that. I can understand power washing simulator because, you know, or not power washing simulator, farming simulator, because you're never going to own a farm unless it's like a major investment you're going to make. But might as well just do power washing in real life and make money off of it. It just takes a very specific brain, I'm assuming. I found Skibbity Toilet ironically funny. Then maybe. Because I did as well. It just it depends on the execution and context. I think the difference is when you get older, you're always maybe. Actually, the major difference between us and the old generations is the internet, obviously. So it's going to be interesting to see how we evolve with the internet. So we could still be, you know, up to date on all these memes. There's a possibility of that happening. The worst part is Gen Alpha. I'm Gen Alpha and don't understand Skibbity Toilet. Oh, yes, you do. It's in your bloods, man. It's in your veins. Of course you understand Skibbity Toilet. I can't want to move to Scandinavia when I make money. I don't think... As pretty as those places are, I don't think I could ever move there. I don't know how welcoming they are to like non-European people. Because I know there's some non-European countries, or European countries that are pretty racist. But isn't every country a little bit racist? So I wouldn't say that's a fair criticism. I'm only a teenager, so how am I so mature when I want to be a kid? God damn it! What is wrong with me? Yeah, man, I think it really is like a genetic diff. Yeah, what dummy would do that in a video game? Like, imagine having 150 hours on power washing. Cough, cough, bro. How do you have 150 hours? That's crazy. Is there even that much content to play through? What do you even do in that game for how many levels are in power washing? I think it's cringe. I'm cooked. Now I'll never fit in. No, you will. You just gotta find a specific group of people. Once like, the thing is that if you're a very different person, it'll be hard to find your group. But once you do find your group, you're gonna be locked in like this. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm twisting my fingers. You'll be very locked in. They might not like your Black Tone Knight. Yeah, probably not. I'm more light skinned, so maybe I'll be like welcome in like Spain or Italy or something. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? There's DLC. Oh, thank God. There's DLC in power washing. Does it just add more levels or new power washing equipment? Oh, I'm opening the gates. Okay. Like, bro, the Pakistani are not coming to take your $300 per month job. This is this is genuinely how some people think, though. They complain about their jobs being taken away, but it's always the jobs that they would never work. They think they're taking your office jobs and your really nice, like, well-paid jobs, but no. Like, in America, no one wants to be a fucking plantation worker, but all the plantation workers or construction workers are Hispanic. So what are we complaining about? Because I know damn well your ass is not going to go work at a plantation. You'll never see like a immigrant working or like a Mexican immigrant working like a nice office job unless they have an education, which most often than not they don't. You're not gonna see them working retail either. They're always working those hard jobs that no one wants to fucking work. That's the only problem with moving places like that. The quality of life is good, but not as accepting. Kind of a deal breaker because I want to meet people and date from different cultures. There's definitely some. I think we have this perception that every country is racist, but it's just a very small minority. Like in America, if you go to the, the countryside, then maybe yeah, you'll be kind of discriminated against. But if you go to like any major town or city, you'll be perfectly fine. Am I good for finding Virgil really relatable? I don't know. Maybe. I ain't play that game. This they're all DLC collaborations, so now I get to power wash SpongeBob's house. Yo, if that game had if it has a Steam Workshop, I can see it being kind of fucking awesome. It'll be like Black Ops 3 Zombies, where you can play on like every single fucking house from every single type of media. I think you have top messages filter on your chat because you didn't see my previous message. How do I change that? Alright, I changed it. It should be live chat now. I see it now. I feel like the most racist European countries are the ones that are too poor for immigration. Yeah. Like if you go to India or I guess most Middle Eastern countries, they'll fucking hang your ass. Unless it's like Dubai. I think I opened every gate. I just realized I didn't count my VR power washing hours, so 200 hours plus. There's a VR version? We gotta take you off the game. That honestly seems more fun than the PC one. I can see it being a VR game. I love those virtual edits where it says there's sexuality, like I'm gay, I'm bi, I'm les, and then the B kicks in, and I'm this one that is. I've seen that one. My parents believe in the Great Replacement. Am I cooked? Yes, yes, you are cooked. Your parents are Synthetic Man fans. Beyond cooked. I think it's really funny because I know a lot of people that are in the same situation that you are in, Jimmy, where they're very progressive, I guess, or very welcoming, and their parents are these like evil fucking goblins that despise other people. But it's my lifeline though. All right. Yeah, you can keep the power washing. You can keep power washing. It's so common because my girlfriend's the same exact way, where it's like she's very welcoming, obviously, because she's dating a black man, but her parents, they may or may not be Synthetic Man fans, if you will. Bless you, man. All the luck to you. Listen, they scroll Facebook. Whew. Yo. Take that bitch away. Yo, every single social media, especially TikTok and Facebook, especially everything, actually. Never mind. I take that back. Almost all social media, the main goal is to polarize you or radicalize you, and it's doing a wonderful job. The moment you reach a certain pipeline, you're fucking cooked. Like, nuance is dead in society. The meaning both things can be true hasn't been true since forever. Like, no one will ever believe that again. Or having two different realities. Within reason, of course. I always have to say that, within reason. You need to run away as fast as possible from that place now. And it sucks because, like, even when you try to convince them or talk to them about it, it'll just never pan out. Because your opinion is immediately, or your worldview is immediately deemed as immature or invalid because of your age. I've met some pretty stupid adults. When I used to work at a warehouse, there's a lot of idiots. And this is something that keeps being proven true for myself. Like, I always have this very high opinion of people. I think a lot of people are smarter than they are, and I get proven wrong all the time. And all my friends tell me I'm stupid for thinking this way, which is true. People are really fucking stupid. Whether that be with money or a worldview or just anything. People are really fucking stupid on average. And I'm not saying this acting like I'm the smartest man alive. There's a lot of things I don't know, obviously. But, on average, and the faster you grow self-awareness, the better. So if you're self-aware, you're already ahead of the game. But there's just a lot of emotionally immature people or just unself-aware people that are just really stupid. I realized I was becoming a bit too left at one point. I just need to take a step back and look at my life for a second. Yeah. Once you become like a Hassan Piker, I generally do not know people how people watch that guy. And not because his opinions are wrong or stupid or I don't believe in them. He's just a bad person, bro. Like, he's just so insufferable to watch. He leaves content on and then goes to the bathroom and he just farms other people's content. It's just a beyond glorified reaction YouTuber. And he sells other people's content as his own. Whether he does that on purpose or not, it's just, I can't with good conscience watch his content. I'm back. Easy test. Good job, James. I'm proud of you, man. Also, Boba Fett, yeah, I did get the reference. This, Breaking Bad. Oh, yeah, did you watch her? Watch who? Do you feel that test will disown you? Damn right, Chris. Hassan is a grifter to me? Yeah. When you're super, what do you call it? I guess polarized, or whatchamacallit? What's the other word? I just said it. I don't remember. Well, you're super far on one side. You kind of like lose the common man, obviously. Politics and just morality in general is kind of a cherry picking situation. And what you cherry pick is completely how, and what you cherry pick is determined by how you were raised or what kind of ideals you grew up with. The movie Her, I put it on my watch list after I ended that stream. So what happened when I was gone? I've been killing Oblivion gates. I have not progressed the main story yet. Let's see if I can kill that Will-O-Wisp. Probably not. Can I not fast travel? There's an enemy nearby. I'm gonna try and equip a weapon. Can I dual wield? I cannot. Why the fuck am I so slow now? Yeah, Chris reacted about power washing sim. As much as I'm dissing it, maybe I should give it a try. Broaden my horizon of gaming, if you will. Please, just let me kill you. Is it not possible for me to kill it? He's infinitely regenning.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I dropped my mace. The White House Twitter account posted an image of Donald Trump with a lightsaber, which means it's going to get stored in the Library of Congress forever. Jesus Christ. Hey. That's sadly my president. Now, I think my main problem, especially recently, he AI generated a picture of himself as the Pope. Which, if you're Catholic and you somehow still support that man, I generally don't know what you're doing. Because that's insane to me. I have 2 far left-leaning friends and 2 far right-leaning parents. Get me out. It's good to have that kind of balance, because if you're constantly surrounded in an echo chamber, you will be bound to absorb that kind of information and then push it out as your own, or just be groomed into thinking that. But if you have both ideas, or both kind of mindsets constantly bashing you, you can pick and choose what you think is right or wrong. It's good to have, like, different perspectives, is what I'm trying to say. Because you look at your parents and be like, that's kind of fucking crazy to say. But you wouldn't be thinking that if you only absorbed their opinions, or you were constantly surrounding them. If you didn't have your friends, you would be like, yo, yeah, my parents preaching facts. But you can have both of them to balance you out. So you can look at your friends and be like, that's kind of crazy to say. Look at your parents. That's kind of crazy to say. Did I already take this Oblivion gate down? Yeah. I wish there was a symbol. The symbol would change depending if you took it down or not. What's wrong with the White House, man? Everything. If you go to their official Twitter account, there's a lot of weird stuff. They have an AI generated Ghibli picture of immigrants getting arrested. I don't want to be in an echo chamber. I just want to be normal outgoing people, and you'll meet exactly that. Because I think once you're chronically online, you're cooked. Because the most outgoing job that I had was an amusement park worker, and you'll meet so many different kinds of people, and you'll realize most people are super normal. The only time you'll meet crazy people is online. You'll meet crazy people in person, but it's so much more common online. Because that veil of anonymity, did I say it right? Anonymity? That veil of not being known who you are or having a face makes people unhinged. Because there's no accountability. There's no consequence to your actions. There's no consequence of what you're saying online. And once you have that veil, you can say anything you want, do anything you want, and there's no consequences. Which is why like it seems so extreme online. Like when you go on Twitter, you'll like have the people you meet on Twitter are neo-Nazis, and that's a fact. But when you go outside, like yeah, you'll see a rally or two, but it's definitely not the majority that you think that it is, like online. There's very, very normal people online, and if you told normal people outside about this kind of stuff, they'll be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I've never even heard of that." Which is extremely refreshing. Your hope in society will be restored. I'll take the padded cell, me too. I'll take the padded cell over Twitter, man. Twitter is fucking scary. I made a Twitter just for YouTube, and I find myself browsing it sometimes, and I don't use Twitter a lot, but the moments I do, it's just like back-to-back Nazi posts, which is why I don't like Elon. Elon has given a platform to Nazis. It's kind of crazy. Need a second friend group for personality. Yeah, that's fair. A bit random, but I try to be as nice as possible, and or be as nice and kind to people as possible, but still get jumped by everyone. I mean, it depends on the group of people that you're with. There's just some evil people out there that they'll take advantage of you and your kindness. Hot take: Kanye should take over Twitter. He would just make it a Yeezy porn site if he did. Listen, Bo, once you leave high school, you'll never need to see those people ever again. Trust. Yeah. I remember my junior year, I don't know why I thought this. I would be like, yeah, I'm going to keep half my friends after high school. Bro, you will keep maybe at most 2. You're lucky to keep 1. Yes, my favorite place on the internet. No, Pip Pip. Get the fuck out, Pip Pip. Yeah, get out. Genuine cesspool. I think Twitter is probably worse than the deep web. The deep web ain't even that bad. Most of it is just FBI honeypots, which is why I say it's not that bad. They're not real. You can find worse stuff on Google. What's your thoughts on Fringy endgame video? I haven't seen that. I found your channel on a whim. Your Doomers video is highly underrated. Underrated. I love. Keep it up. Thanks, man. Thank you, Acro.
Let's get this over with.
Hopefully the momentum keeps going. I do want to change up my content, but from rants. Because as much fun as fun as it is to make rants and make fun of people, it is definitely not sustainable. As in, I will be pigeonholed into being a rant YouTuber. I will become the next Leafy, which is I do not want that. I want to make content like iDubbbz does, not current iDubbbz. Current iDubbbz, I don't know what he'd be making. I don't really like what he's making, but but old iDubbbz, he was making good content. His documentary series, genuinely inspiring. Like his Full Force videos, or full Force video. Where's the exit to this place? Or the continuation? There's just corn everywhere on Twitter, but everybody were Yeezys while having... Yeah. I have all my friends from high school, and I kind of like it and don't at the same time. I get what you're saying. Because it depends how close you are. If you keep in contact with your friends, like, online, if you're playing video games with them, then you'll keep them. But if it's just, like, hallway friends that you have on Instagram, then no. And I think the reason why you don't like having them, partially, is because... when you keep those friends around, at least for me personally, this is how I feel. If you keep them around, you have to act a certain way. Like, you can't grow as a person. Like, you can't reinvent yourself. Because if you try to reinvent yourself, it's just out of character to them. But if you try to reinvent yourself in college or university, and you're this person that you do like, this completely different person that you more align with, it's kind of hard to do that when you still have people in your life from your previous, not personality per se, but worldview. I think my first video was on the video Gooner. It's so weird because when I release those videos, I like them, but now looking back at them, they just seem so like low quality. But I think that's just like a YouTuber thing where like you make more content and you keep continuing on, and it's just like it becomes slop to you, or whatchamacallit. Like you just don't like looking at your old stuff. First video was a woke one video you made? Yeah. That's where a lot of people came from. You being a current Leafy is a stretch? Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm Leafy. I would say that I'm becoming a alternative, like the second side of a coin to Synthetic Man. I don't want to be Synthetic Man. I just don't want to be a rant YouTuber in general, if you will. Leafy was low effort bullying content on pretty much anything. My first night video was where he talked about Doomers a year ago. Maybe I should mention that video. The gaming is woke, yeah. This is for a lot of people. I don't want to peak with gaming is woke. I don't think I will. I think with the new style of content, I'll be rolling the ball eventually. I get clowned on for going to bed early. See, bro, and that's what I mean by, like, it sucks, but a lot of your friends are gonna be holding you back, and that's just the truth. It's hard to change when you're surrounded by people that knew you before. It's a 2-hour-long video of him bitching, complaining why Endgame sucks in the comments or something else. Now Endgame is flawed. Yes, that is stupid. I'll check it out. But Synth is my man. No, he's not. Pip, that is not your man. When you make videos, you definitely look at your old videos less favorably. Yeah. But here's the thing. I don't know if it was just my mental state or something else. But the videos between now and Gaming is Woke just feel a lot more low quality. And that was probably because I was working full time and doing school. And I just wasn't happy. It was just like this era of mediocrity, in my opinion. What would you change your content to? Same thing, gaming videos, but the way I deliver them or deliver the story would be a lot more different. I want to try and bring authenticity to my content somehow. Okay, if you don't like Endgame, that's fine. But if you have to good points, not nitpicking or cherry picking points, yeah. I don't understand why people brag about not sleeping enough. It's like a pity party type mindset where it's like a competition of who's unhealthier, and they get off to it. It's like a gratifying feeling to be better at something than someone, even if it's an unhealthy thing. Leafy's a deep cut nowadays. Yeah. I think he'll forever be memorized, or not memorized, but remembered. Even if he is like a fat gerbil now. He genuinely looks like a fat gerbil. It was the first thing I thought of when I saw his most recent pictures. I think your videos are too high effort for a rant YouTuber. Thanks, man. That made me smile. For rant YouTubers, I think of... There's this one YouTuber, I don't know his name, but he has a worm as his PFP, and his worm like pops up every like 30 seconds when he delivers a point, and it's just like really fucking... It works too, because he has a lot of subscribers and a lot of content. Will he be remembered as like one of the goats of YouTube? Definitely not. But like, does he make money off of it? Yes. There's always two routes you can go on YouTube. It's either money or a legacy. Do you want to be more positive? Yes and no, because I still want to be myself. I wouldn't say I'm like an inherently negative person or an inherently angry person, but I definitely still want to be yelling and shit. I really struggle with finding good content on YouTube now because all my recommend is either rant tubers or leftist late stage capitalism video essayists. Yeah. Completely agreed. It's YouTube is in a state, and not everyone has seen this yet or has noticed it yet. YouTube in its current era is like having a major power vacuum for authenticity. Everyone is super obsessed with like this super high edited fucking ADHD brained editing and like fakeness and trying to be like a TV show. And everyone said like, "Oh, I miss old YouTube. I miss old YouTube." What old YouTube was to people was authenticity. Authenticity is no longer a thing on modern YouTube. And when people try authenticity on YouTube, they will be successful. There's a lot of YouTubers that have very low effort content, quote unquote low effort content, but are making numbers because it's authentic. What people want on YouTube is a connection. And that's what a YouTuber buddy of mine has told me. Like he's put me on. What people want is a connection. And it seems so obvious, but I didn't realize it until he told me that. They want to connect you to that YouTuber. I miss when YouTube was about broadcasting yourself or what you do. Yeah. It was authentic. And with this major power vacuum of authenticity, I think people can make it on YouTube if they do have that. Fuck. Man, my friend is overweight and super close-minded. I have to bite my tongue because I know he won't listen. And see, that's where you have to, I want to say cut them off. But if you want to be a successful person, or you have like a certain vision in your head of what you want to be in the future, like if you want to be a millionaire, you have to surround yourself with people that have the same ambition as you. You have to surround your people that have the same vision as you of wanting to be ambitious and wanting to be a millionaire, if that's what you want to be. If you want to be a YouTuber, you have to surround yourself with YouTubers. Because if you don't surround yourself with people that are like-minded, like in goals, not like-minded as in the same opinions and everything, but you have to be friends with people that have the same goal as you. Your chances of success of what you want to do in life just go up exponentially when you have people, when you surround yourself with people that have the same goal as you. Mr. Beast kind of ruined YouTube in a way. I wouldn't say that. Mr. Beast mastered YouTube, and he did it because he loved YouTube. He definitely changed the landscape, but I wouldn't pin the blame on Mr. Beast. As much as I love Endgame, it does have some flaws like women's scene. They ruined Marvel and the characterization of Hulk. Yeah, they did fuck up Hulk. I can't lie, your videos are kind of ADHD, no hate. No, yeah, 100%. My most recent video is very over-edited. Which is why I'm changing the style. I definitely think I should carry over some things from my last video, but the whole thing is I tried something new and I kind of liked it, but at the same time it's not what I want to be known for. As nice as the editing is, Leafy content is overrated. It's mid to garbage. Yeah, Leafy is a relic of his time. The reason why I talk about Leafy is because he is, whether you like him or not, he's definitely a staple of YouTube and what it used to be. I enjoyed his content when I was like 10, 12, around there. After that, you kind of grew out of it, and you realize he just repeats himself for 30 minutes straight. It's genuinely painful to listen to or watch now. I mean, he's the GOAT, but he's like one of the reasons why YouTube is full of people and want money. People have always wanted money from YouTube. That's always existed. But I definitely wouldn't blame him for the state of YouTube. As much as people want to blame him for the state of YouTube, I don't think causation is linked to correlation in this case. He did what he did, and he did it for the love of the game. I don't think he's like this money-hungry person that wants to destroy YouTube. That's what I'm going to look for in uni. Yeah, 100%. Just try and connect with people that have the same goal as you. Well, YouTuber ruined YouTube. I wouldn't pin it on a singular YouTuber. I would pin it on the system that YouTube is surrounded with. I just blame it on the way that the way that YouTube pushes your videos out, and rewards you is the problem with YouTube. Because the moment I got monetized, I was corrupted. Not with money. I barely got money. But I felt like I had to like stretch the videos out to 8 minutes, which I don't do that anymore. But like I had to. And the way that they reward you with like pushing your content out or monetize is like with retention and all this other shit. The whole system of YouTube is the problem with YouTube. I wouldn't pin it on an individual creator. The night of ADHD. What ruined YouTube for me is grifters like Synthetic Man and other grifters. Man, that's always been on the site. I wouldn't let that ruin your experience on YouTube. You don't like over-edited videos? I enjoyed the style of your last video. It's a lot of work for a style that I'm not like. I like it, but it's not something I love and want to be known for. I like the skits and the stuff that I do with Mr. Cigar and that kind of style. But I don't know. It's like hard to make a connection with the viewer if that's the kind of style I'm making, if that makes sense. I don't want to go for completely unedited content with no music and it's just me talking. I feel like that'd be kind of boring. But definitely some sort of change. Fuck. Am I cooked? Cough, cough, Susan. Oh, she's not even the CEO anymore. Susan Wojcicki. Could you imagine an indie game beating GTA 6 in the Game Awards? Just imagine one guy beats GTA 6 and wins Game of the Year. I don't think it's gonna happen. Solely from the fact that GTA is such a big name, and even if the game was literal caca poo poo and dog shit, people will still buy it and glaze it. Probably never going to happen. Yeah, no. Unless it's like super Balatro. I'm kind of excited for your next video. I like the content of your last video, but the editing did feel like a bit much. Yeah. It's gonna be toned down a bit. I think the vision that I had for the intro was fine. It just should have been drawn out a bit more. And like, it didn't feel unique. It felt like the average YouTuber, if you know what I mean. I don't want to be the average YouTuber. Because editing is definitely a form of expression. If I want to, edit a video, I want it to feel like, you can tell that I edited the video. I want my videos to be like where if you took off the audio completely and you watched my video, you could tell that it was me that made it. Susan is dead. Yeah. Susan Wojcicki. Man, I remember there was a hate campaign against her back in like 2018 or some shit. It was crazy. They were blaming her for the adpocalypse, but that genuinely is out of her control. That was all PewDiePie. PewDiePie fucked YouTube up. As much as people want to call him the GOAT, he is the main cause for the adpocalypse. If anyone remembers that. That man single-handedly changed YouTube. I don't even know the current CEO. It's like some brown dude or something. I don't even know. Happened a little bit ago, maybe like a year or two. And I'm not gonna lie, I think there was like some sort of like sexist undertone with the hating on her, because like no one has hated on the current YouTube CEO, even though YouTube is probably in the worst state that it's been since forever. They made a change where you can't manually place ads anymore, and it's now fully automated by AI. And there's so many YouTubers that have lost so much fucking money because it changes every single video and how the ads are placed. There's this one YouTuber that lost 50% of his revenue completely just from like the new system. And the worst part is that I feel like barely any people are talking about it. And no one's blaming him. No one's hating on him. It's just so strange. And Critical hasn't talked about it either. And, you know, the only way to get something out there is to have Critical talk about it. That's when people start caring. By the way, Nye, got any advice? I want to make YouTube videos and have some that are in the making, but my voice is really sweet. Your voice is really sweet. What does that mean? Any advice? I'm trying to think, because like I don't want to be like super basic and just be like, because the last advice I gave was just make something you're passionate in. Like obviously no shit, but advice, your content, no matter what, in the beginning will be terrible. Don't have like this perfectionist mentality and like never release your video because you're scared of it not being perfect. It's gonna be shit no matter what. 2 years, 3 years down the line, you're gonna look back at it. It's gonna be shit. No matter what. No matter how good the video you think it's gonna be, it's just gonna be shit. What did PewDiePie do? I remember people saying it was him, but what did he do? He did a Fiverr order and put like a I don't want to get this stream demonetized. He put on a piece of paper. Well, he didn't do it, but he ordered like these guys on Fiverr to put on a scroll like death to all a certain kind of group of people. Just look it up. You can find it pretty easily. It means my voice is high pitched. Man, my voice is high pitched too, man. You'll be perfectly fine. See, that was honestly my greatest fear too. I was scared that people wouldn't like my voice. But you just have to look at your voice as unique. I think it's pretty hard to find someone that has a similar voice to me. Now, whether that's good or bad, that depends on the person. But I do think that it's a lot harder to grow on YouTube, especially when you're a kid or a child. You can still be successful though. It'll be a lot harder. PewDiePie's most offensive jokes had 5% the edginess of an average Instagram Reels. FYP, yeah. that's not even wrong. When you go on Instagram Reels, dude, it's all like fucking either white supremacist content of saving Europe or like can I say it? I don't know if I can say it. I'm so careful because I know there's so much bullshit on YouTube. AI filter of shootings. If that makes sense. There's this minions, like Despicable Me minions filter on a shooting. It's fucking crazy. I'm making a manga as the combo of Naruto characters and Bleach fights in One Piece world building and Dragon Ball narrative. That sounds cool. Do the pyro thing and lower your voice. Except Pyro is now the most bullied content creator of all time. I don't even think his fans genuinely like him anymore. They just bully him because he's such a bullyable person. Especially after the whole fat furry fetish thing. Every single quote unquote fan is just bully the fuck out of him. No, like I sound like a little girl in most. I don't think so, man. You tend to have a worse opinion of your voice than any other person.
Join my trophies, mythic.
I mean, you always gotta have your voice in there because you do AI voice, I don't think anyone will watch. The first 5 videos I watched on Reels were just N-word jokes. Yeah. It's just people spamming the hard R. I might have to leave this Oblivion gate. I have no idea where the sigil is. Thoughts on PewDiePie? I never saw the appeal, I'm gonna be honest. I can recognize what he did for the community and what he did for YouTube and like how much impact he had on culture for YouTubers. I personally could never watch him. It's like insufferable to me. I would watch Markiplier or Jacksepticeye. They're a lot better, but I just couldn't get into it. No shade to people that do enjoy his content. That's perfectly fine. Just personally, I cannot watch it. The first time I was on Reels with little George Floyd robots. Yeah. It was, I think it was, they call him like Droid Floyd or something like that. I know what you're talking about. It's the AI fucking shit. Dude, people are still, it's been what, 5 years since George Floyd. People are obsessed with making fun of that man's death still. He did not ask for any of this, like any of the memorial shit or any of the BLM stuff. Like, leave the poor man alone. I got banned from Reels because I had an invincible profile picture. Why is that? Why would they ban you over that? You remember the videos where the voice quality was so ass? Well, like OG YouTube? When PewDiePie would make amnesia videos? Yeah. The good old days. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a piss. I feel like my bladder's about to explode. Ooh-wee, mama. I'm glad PewDiePie is changing to be a good person. Yeah. I guess. I think there's like some evidence of him being a Nazi though. I don't know though. But everyone's overusing that word to fucking Oblivion, so it might not even be true. Because I thought I saw some like information where he like would give or like donate money to certain organizations. Like he has a wife and son now. Yeah, he's made it on YouTube. Like he's done with YouTube. He's retired. He did what he had to do and he succeeded. He is the definition of success on YouTube. He just does it for the love of the game now. Hello everybody, welcome back to Disney Park. Here is now a new movie trailer. It's called The Bridge. It's PewDiePie. Let me take a look. The Bridge and PewDiePie are synonymous now. I don't think that'll ever be removed from his name. It's so iconic. And his apology was so something. It was something. I don't think PewDiePie's a bad dude. He's just controversial. Oh my god. I have to go. I'll be back in 28 minutes. Well, I'm about to end the stream, James. Like right now. I'm gonna go try and film a new video. Or film the rest of the stuff I had to film. I'm gonna be back 100% tomorrow morning. Hopefully at 8. I always schedule at 8, but then I always push it to 9. I don't want to make up my parents. What do you call it? Be back tomorrow and Sunday as well. And then a night stream on Monday. Rip. Well, you're gonna be back tomorrow. I hope so, Chris. Tomorrow at 8 or 9. I don't think PewDiePie was ever a Nazi. Even the fiber jokes about showering, how far the people are there want to go for money, not actual anti-Semitism. Yeah, that's how I think of it. But I think if you go deeper into it, besides him just being edgy, I think there's definitely some weird things he's done. The weirdest thing he did was having Ben Shapiro as a cameo. Yeah. I forgot about that completely. So I decided to play the wokest game ever made, Kingdom Deliverance 2. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The game with one singular black person and 2 gay scenes. Maybe I'll make it to next stream if I don't end everything. Boba Dad, you'll be here next stream. You're not gonna end nothing. Don't be saying that. Alright, I'll see you guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Seriously.